This one for three. Joe Johnson pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 6. In the corner, it's Crawford. Back to Johnson. Take a look at the Hawks. This has been a very difficult series for sure. They find themselves in a historically hopeless scenario. Down 3 games to none.
Well, at least they are here at home. Maybe these fans can light a fire under them, and they can make something out of this series.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he's somebody his guys like playing with because he does whatever is necessary to win.
Second free throw, no good. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 7. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable, and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Now here is Augustine. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 3.
Doubling down, sets the screen, and converts.
Johnson with it. Over Mbamute. Johnson can't get it to go.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Here's Douglas Roberts. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Crawford passes to Williams. Outside Teague. The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Crawford. Over Douglas Roberts. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Bucks leading by 9. Here's Brockman. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Johnson. He's guarded by Mbamute. Johnson can't get it to go.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Augustine against Teague. And finished off by Sanders.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Teague bounce pass. Johnson against him. Johnson outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here is Augustine. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bucks lead by 13. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And Atlanta has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. Crawford looking over the floor. Here's the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Pass to Fresh. Doubled by Crawford. And it goes down 2 points. And that's 18 points for Fresh.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Powell with this screen on Mbamute. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Crawford. No good with the wing jumper.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Brockman kicks to Augustine. Teague against Sanders. Here's Mbamute, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When Mbamute is assertive, this happens. Solid job at drawing the fouls.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for the Bucks. And Mbamute drops them both. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Side. He's guarded by Mbamute. Now here's Crawford. He's guarded closely. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to
Oh!
My goodness.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Side. He's guarded by Mbamute. To halt the run. Crawford, no luck.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And Mbamute dishes to Douglas Roberts. Back to Mbamute. Brockman, the pass to Fresh. To the paint. And he jams it with authority.
Looking just about unstoppable.
And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Atlanta has possession. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Bibby against Augustine. Pass to Johnson. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. Bibby's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
To the middle. Oh, there's the one-handed jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Not enough on that one as it misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior. Oh! Are you kidding me?
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Bibby passes to Johnson. Shoots over Douglas Roberts. And Johnson missing again.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Right wing. Augustine from outside. Buries it from three-point range. Augustine's got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Augustine against Bibby. Pass to Johnson. Smith sets the pick for Johnson. They need this. Mba'amute pulls it in. Mba'amute has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Douglas Roberts kicks to Mba'amute. Here's Fresh. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Thomas checked in for the Hawks. Now Smith. Pass to Bibby. Just 5 on the clock. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Crawford. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bogut's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smith sets the pick for Crawford. Pulls it from the elbow. That one rolling around and rims out.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Bucks passing it around. Back to Ba'amute. And the layup falls. 6 points for him.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Johnson against Augustine. They could use a bucket. Smith outside. Pass to Bibby. Back to Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
Pass to Fresh. Screen by Ba'amute. It's stolen by Smith. And they're on the break. Over Augustine. Fresh pulls it in.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And here's Bibby. Scoreless thus far. Here's Thomas. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Augustine. And he drives in. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You know, it's obvious and easy to talk about Augustine's speed. He's a speed merchant. But how about his creativity there?
Bibby passes to Johnson. That's good. And it's Bibby with the assist that time. 10 points for Joe Johnson.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And there's a whistle that goes on Luke and Ba'amute. That is his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Jamal Crawford. Johnson surveying the floor. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Going inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Williams kicks to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williams. Inside. Bibby for 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Hager. It's Beasley on the wing. Over Williams. Tries again. Bogut. That's good. Bogut's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Losing him with the bounce, those moves take years to perfect. He's put a lot of time into his craft.
And they get it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 seconds.
tough defense is not going to deny Bibby on the aggressive drive. I love his focus.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bibby.
And, you know, one of the things you like about Bibby, he's energetic at the point guard spot and can light you up with his jump shot. This guy is really solid.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Nice D from Williams. Len has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Bibby, and it's sent back by Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
Pass to Chandler. Now here's Bogut over Bibby. And Andrew Bogut, the bucket on the assist by Chandler. Bogut's got 6 points.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Now, here is Bibby. Williams for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Milwaukee with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. Milwaukee has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Rebounded by the Hawks. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams attacking and finished off by Williams.
That's the kind of power Williams has. I mean, give him a lane and a launching pad, and he's going to posterize you.
Bogut with a screen on Bibby. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field.
Getting up with power. Got to respect the bounce of Chandler on these throwdowns.
Smith sets the pick for Johnson. Pass to Bibby. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Pass to Fresh. A 3-ball. Drains the 3-pointer. Fresh has got 30.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
Making his presence felt at the rim.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Over to the left wing. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Johnson outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Smith missing.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Fresh. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Bibby kicks to Johnson. Pass to Smith. And here's Bibby. 6 to shoot. Down low. And Williams throws it down.
Sizing up the defense and burning them in the pick and roll. Williams doing a nice job recognizing what was available.
Here's Bogut. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Now, here is Bibby. Defense right on him. Johnson outside. Offensive rebound. Thomas laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thomas got 8.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And there's the drive. The layup missed.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Johnson outside. Over Fresh. Johnson's shot is off. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Beasley outside. Shoots from the elbow. And yes, it's good.
These guys are elite from the mid-range.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Five to shoot. Fresh pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Bogut with a screen on Bibby. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, to be a legit NBA player, you have to make those the tough ones.
Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Johnson outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Hawks have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screen by Smith. Bibby passes to Johnson. Over Fresh. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that jumper of Johnson is pure. I mean, doesn't pay the defense any mind, even when they're right up on it.
Pass to Fresh. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Fresh has got 38 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Bibby with it. High post Johnson. Here's Thomas. And it's sent back by Bogut.
This is the kind of defense you love seeing. He went after that block and got it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 8 points.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Yep, it counts.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Bibby. Johnson outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Fresh has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bogut with a screen on Bibby. Pass to Fresh. Lets it go from deep. And again for 3.
And he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Johnson inside. He's covered by Fresh.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Bogut with a screen on Williams. And that one is stuffed right through.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Shot to stop the run, and the dunk by Smith.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Bogut with a screen on Bibby. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Bibby. Hawks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Bibby's so alert out there. Really does a good job finding his open teammates.
Milwaukee has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Pachulia, he's checked in for John Thomas. Powell comes in for Josh Smith. And it's Crawford in for Williams. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Powell. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
And Brockman gets it to go.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Here's Johnson. A slam dunk by Johnson.
He's hard to stop from giving any room to operate at all.
Buck shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Augustine looking around. Here's Sanders, and he dunks it right down on Pachulia. Oh, brother.
Oh, good hustle. Don't give up on the play after the miss. Attack that offensive glass.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Crawford outside. Pass to Powell. Shot from the wing. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now Augustine. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Crawford outside. Johnson, that's for two. Mbamute pulls it in. Mbamute has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint, there's Brockman. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
What a great look. Excellent possession that time.
Pass to Teague. Now Crawford takes a 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Brockman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Sanders. It's blocked.
Well, you can't go soft to the basket when he's around. I mean, he had no problem. That was an easy denial for him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Brockman kicks to Augustine. Inside, here's Sanders, and Sanders throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Into the lane. Pass to Douglas Roberts. For the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Crawford right side. And there's Joe Johnson on the assist by Crawford. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's Mbamute. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Teague against Augustine. Mbamute. And the dunk by Mbamute.
Elevating with ease by Mute. Enjoys getting the opportunity to throw it down.
Johnson outside. Pass to Pachulia. Outside Teague. Pachulia with the screen on Augustine. Back to Pachulia. Good D by Sanders. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Augustine, that's good.
You know, Augustine is a scoring point guard. He's crafty, but he's highly skilled, and he knows how to put the ball in the hole.
Johnson outside. Driving the lane. Crawford, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, give him credit for spotting the open shooter. That's just great court awareness.
Back to Augustine. Sanders sets the screen for Augustine. And Sanders throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
It's Crawford on the wing. He's guarded by Mbamute. Johnson outside. Outside Teague. Lets the 3 fly. With 1 on the clock. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
And Mbamute the pass to Douglas Roberts. And here's Augustine. Screen by Mbamute. Augustine dishes to Mbamute. Crawford with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Count that bucket.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pachulia sets a screen for Teague. To the middle, it's tipped. Baseline try. Pachulia, good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Out to the wing. Brockman kicks to Augustine. Pass to Mbamute. Back to Augustine. It's stolen by T. Crawford outside. Douglas Roberts pulls it in.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Count that one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Crawford. Pachulia against Douglas Roberts. Pachulia, no luck. For Milwaukee, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Mbamute against Crawford, and Mbamute kicks to Augustine. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Sanders' shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Teague bounce pass. Crawford passes to Teague. Johnson, that's for 2. Atlanta again missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Sanders with a screen on Johnson. Augustine passes to Sanders. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Thomas is checked in for Pachulia. Smith comes in for Johnson. Williams, he's checked in for Jordan Crawford. And Mike Bibby is subbed in for Teague. Atlanta has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Smith right side. And the rejection by Curry.
Wow, did he time up that block? Strong defense at the rim.
Pass to Mbamute. Now here is Augustine. Over Bibby. Augustine, no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The Hawks making a switch here. Teague's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Marshall, he's checked in for Curry. The Bucks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. The Hawks shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Smith with a screen on Augustine. Pass to Smith. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Hager. Bibby covering. Now, here's Mbamute. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Teague against Augustine. Great D that time from Teague. Atlanta shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Smith with a screen on Augustine. Back to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Stolen by Thomas. Smith with the basket on the assist by Bibby. 16 points for Josh Smith.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Augustine with it. Driving inside. Tries it from 9. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The kick out to T. Back to Smith. Pass to Williams. Out to the right wing. Smith on the wing. Shot clock at 5. A rebound by the Bucks. Here's Augustine to the right side. Now Marshall to the wing on the left. Out left to the wing. Here's Augustine. And the Bucks miss again.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Bucks.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And tonight's win really a reflection of how dominant they have been all series long. The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, I don't think they expected to pull off such a decisive win, but they had the momentum all series long. Time now, they get to move on.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Frank.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down, as he was converting every good chance he got.
46 seconds left in the game. Pass to Williams. Smith right side. The fader. That shot no good.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Douglas Roberts kicks to Augustine. And Mbamute against Smith. And Mbamute For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Miami Heat. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. You look at the Bucks. Coming off a sweep in their last series, you better believe they'll be prepared for these conference finals.
Yeah, we'll see how they come out of the gates. Some teams benefit from the long layoff. Some can get off to a slow start. I'm sure they did everything they could in their preparation to be ready to go.
Now here's LeBron. 5 on the clock. Count it. LeBron's got the opening field goal of the game for the Heat.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Bogut with a screen on Chalmers. Here's the teardrop, and it's Wade with the rebound. James kicks to Chalmers. Just to Wade. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
And here is Chalmers. Anthony finds James. Rebounded by the Bucks. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. That one good for 2.
Looking confident and ferocious inside.
He'd have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Bosch, the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I like the defense's hustle, but Wade smartly turns their efforts against them and draws the foul.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the night right here. One misses.
Well, you look at Wade, and he's a really, I think, a natural leader. He sets the bar high for his teammates and uses his own high-energy play to push everybody else to be at their best.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Milwaukee with it. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Down low, here's Chandler, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Getting up with power. Got to respect the bounce of Chandler on these throwdowns.
Inside, it's deflected. Bosch misses. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Fresh, and the 3 ball is good.
Gotta respect that kind of range.
And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat, trailing by 4. Here's Wade, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Wade can knock it down from any place on the floor now. He's got a really pure stroke.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Fires from way outside. Chris Bosch with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to talk to Scott Skiles for a minute. When I asked about their preparations for LeBron, Coach said he's difficult to game plan for. He noted, we don't have anyone on our practice squad that can simulate all the things this guy does. So we just emphasize the need for team communication. We'll see if they can talk their way into slowing James down tonight. Back over to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Wade. James on the follow. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Making room inside. James fighting for the rebound and delivers.
To the inside. Nice shot by Bogut.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
James outside to the left wing. Wade outside. LeBron outside. Clock at 6. From the arc. And that's collected by Bogut. Bogut's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Anthony sends it back.
And he sends a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
Bosch against Chandler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc.
Not only is he long, but he's stout on the defensive end. Bosch really tough to deal with.
That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Chandler outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, hard to guard against the length and athleticism of Chandler. I mean, he's good at drawing these fouls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
A versatile forward with a really nice, well-rounded all-around game. I mean, Chandler plays with great energy on both ends of the floor.
The Heat making a switch here. House is checked in. And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler. Miami trailer. Here is House. Pass to James. Over Fresh. And James gets it to go on the assist by House. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night. Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Fresh. Bogut down low. And here's Fresh. Lays it up and banks it in. Fresh has got 5 points so far.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Wade feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Here's Anthony. A basket good off the assist from Wade.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's the drive. Anthony with the block.
Great effort on defense there, denying them down low. A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Here is House. No scoring in this one. Wade with it. Chandler with the block.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
Beasley the screen. Excellent D from Wade. The Heat have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
Now here's Fresh. Wade is covering. Pass to Chandler. Anthony on the double team. Bogut. And finished off by Bogut.
And at 7 feet tall, Bogut, an absolute threat to finish above the rim, especially when he's got that kind of position.
Now here's James. 8 points for him. Here is House. Back to James. 8 up top. The kick out to LeBron. Releases. Fresh pulls it in.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Outside House. And they recover it. Back to Wade. Good ball movement here by Miami. On the wing, James. Covered by Beasley. Moves back up. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bogut's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Got a piece of it. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. LeBron James 3rd.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. New lineup here for the Bucks. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. Jones comes in for James. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bosh hits the pick for Wade. The 17-footer. Augustine grabs the board.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Now here is Augustine. Now here's Sanders. And Sanders throws it down.
And DJ Augustine knows what he's out there for, to distribute the ball. I mean, always has his head on a swivel, and he's looking to find his teammate.
Out to the right wing. And Haslem gets to Wade. Wade on the wing. To stop the crunch. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here is House. He has yet to score. Haslem, that's good.
And when you work that rock down low, take shots from there. You'll shoot it at a very high clip.
Augustine to the paint. Wants to get it to Sanders and does.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Miami trailing. To the wing right side. And Haslam kicks to Wade. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Wade's got the game tied up here for Miami. Pass to Douglas Roberts. Back to Augustine. Inside, here's Sanders, and the dunk by Sanders.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Wade. He's got 5. He takes it in. He gets that one. Wade's got 7 points in the game.
And it's a difficult task to try and stop Wade inside. He plays a physical brand of basketball and has a variety of moves to choose from.
Here's Augustine. Offline from the top of the key. Tie game in Milwaukee. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.